Every single person who made serious money figured out the same thing at some point. And when they figured it out, everything changed. Here it is. The people with money don't give it to the person who needs it most. They don't even give it to the person who deserves it most. They give it to the person who acts like they don't need it at all. That sentence just separated two types of people watching this video. The ones who heard that and got defensive, and the ones who heard that and immediately understood the entire game. If you're still here, you're the second type. Because what I just said isn't motivational. It's not inspirational. It's clinical fact. It's documented behavioral economics. And it's the single psychological shift that separates people who chase money their entire lives from people who have it flow toward them effortlessly. There is a specific frequency that wealth moves toward. And once you understand how to operate on that frequency, everything you thought you knew about making money becomes irrelevant. Today, we're reverse engineering that frequency. We're dissecting the exact behavioral patterns, the psychological frameworks, and the frame control mechanics that make some people magnetic to opportunity while others hustle themselves into exhaustion and still end up broke. This isn't theory. This is the architecture. Let's break it down. Most people operate on a fundamentally broken assumption about money. They believe it's a resource you chase, capture, and hoard. That framework makes you a hunter. And here's what behavioral economists have documented for decades. Hunters broadcast scarcity. They signal need. And need repels capital. Money moves toward surplus, toward certainty, toward the person who operates like they've already won. Watch this dynamic carefully. Person A is explaining why they deserve the money, why their product is worth it, why you should say yes. Person B isn't explaining anything. They've stated the number, and now they're waiting. Here's the psychological mechanism at work. The moment you justify your price, you've positioned yourself below it. You're asking for permission. You're negotiating against yourself before the other person has even rejected you. The person who attracts serious money never justifies the price. They set it and hold frame while the other person's brain processes whether they can afford to say no. This is what psychologists call anchored value perception. You're not selling a product. You're selling a reality where that price makes sense. The person who breaks first loses the frame. Now, the mistake that costs most people millions over a lifetime. They present value and then wait for someone else to validate it. They pitch the idea, then scan the room to see if people agree. They state their rate, then immediately offer a discount if there's hesitation. They build something, then ask the market if it's good enough. Here's what that behavior broadcasts to every investor, client, and decision maker in the room. You don't believe in this yet. You need us to believe in it first, so you can believe in it second. And capital does not flow toward uncertainty. The people who attract money at scale operate from a non-negotiable internal conviction. They're not asking if their idea is valuable. They've already decided. You're being invited to participate, not to evaluate. That shift from seeker to selector is the entire game. And here, the layer that separates people who make money from people who attract it effortlessly. They have eliminated the time gap between decision and action. When they decide to do something, it's already in motion. No 3-day let me think about it window. No endless analysis loops. No waiting for permission from people who won't be affected by the outcome. Behavioral scientists call this temporal certainty. The speed of your decision-making signals your internal confidence to everyone watching. Fast decisions from a calm center. That's competence. Slow decisions from an anxious loop. That's someone hoping the right answer will appear if they wait long enough. Money flows toward the first one, every single time. Because here's what investors, clients, and high-level operators are actually evaluating when they're in your presence. They're asking one subconscious question. Does this person operate like someone who wins? Not, will they win this time? But do they have the psychological wiring of someone who has already integrated winning as their baseline expectation? That wiring isn't faked, it's built. And it's built through one repetition, making decisions, executing them, and refusing to renegotiate with yourself after the fact. Here's how you install this operating system. 3 principles. Non-negotiable, immediately actionable. First, stop justifying your value to people who can't afford it. If someone questions your price and you immediately drop it or explain it, you've trained them to negotiate with you. High-value operators state the price once. If there's resistance, they don't defend. They qualify whether this person is even the right client. You're not convincing, You're filtering. Second, eliminate the gap between decision and execution. The next time you decide to do something, act within 24 hours. Book the call. Send the email. Make the move. No waiting for the perfect moment. No 3-week deliberation period. Speed of execution is a signal. It tells the world and your own nervous system that you trust your judgment. That confidence becomes your baseline frequency. Third, position yourself as the selector, not the selected. In every business interaction, every pitch, every negotiation, operate from the frame that you are choosing whether to work with them, not the other way around. This isn't arrogance. This is understanding that your time, your energy, and your expertise are the most finite resources in the equation. Money is replaceable. Your focus is not. The moment you internalize that, your entire relationship with wealth changes. Money doesn't come to the people who need it most. It comes to the people who treat it like it's inevitable. If what we just covered resonated, I've compiled the complete architecture of frame control, value positioning, and behavioral influence into a single document. It's called Pillar 01, the Conversation Mastery Blueprint. 13 pages, zero fluff, pure operational intelligence. It's free. It's in the description. This is the first pillar, the entry point into the archive, the document that separates people who watch breakdowns from people who install new operating systems and execute. The link is below. Access it. The archive doesn't negotiate.